Oh, yo, yippee, yay, guys. It's Pow number 3. Today, we're going to dive into the beauty of the community, then talk about how to build wealth and how to preserve it. Talk about the markets, where are we heading, have some little bit of fun, and talk about SwissBorg ecosystem. As you guys know, my name is Cyrus Fazel, the proud founder and CEO of SwissBorg, always here to serve you. If you're not part of the family picture, you know what the drill is. Question of the week. What does full transparency mean at SwissBorg? I think so it really comes from the essence of what we're doing. Our mission is to democratize wealth management by making it fair, fun, and community-centric. Being fair is really showing your cards, being transparent, really showing who you are, where you're going, what are the great things that you've been realizing, what have been the downfall of what you've been realizing, and making sure that we're all aligned together. That's why I think so full transparency is something that makes 100% sense, especially when it's regards to blockchain assets and wealth management. And I think so, through the smart engine, when you connect to trades and you see on every exchange all the different counterparties and which prices you've been able, but as well looking in the portfolio storytelling, showing your performance if done well, not the fees you've been paying, creating these powwow videos with you guys, having this open communication flow. This is about being full transparent. But not only about the good things, but as well, maybe 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, when we had some problem with the support and the payment division, and we were trying to find solutions to scale and offer you this 5-star service that we always are looking forward to. Well, I think so that's about full transparency. Us as a community, making sure we have an open dialogue for the good and bad times. And that's why it's so important from the bottom of my heart. SwissBorg is scaling and we are bringing more and more awesome people to the team. Thank for Thomas for coming. He used to be the master of scale at Amazon and now he's going to help us to lead the engineering teams even in a better direction. Super glad to have him. Mario, a very awesome crypto enthusiast that I know for some time, and he's going to be part of the community management team helping you guys to open this dialogue to make sure that we're getting a better flow, which is great. Calvin, making sure that the HR department is on hands, making sure that the culture at SwissBorg internally is great, the onboarding, our mission, our values, and our training, all of that to make even a better ecosystem. And last but not least, Kate, super glad to have a back-end Scala woman on the team. Always good thing to bring lovely and hardcore coders in the team, and I'm super glad that we're going to be building fantastic applications together. If you want to be part of this dream team, well, you know what to do. These 7 different vacancies that are open, you could apply at any time or refer one of your good friend that could hopefully fulfill his purpose at SwissBorg and build amazing products. Talking about lovely community, the deo.swissborg.com is more awesome platform that you come, you learn, you collaborate, you build things together, and you earn. Only in 2019, there was over $500,000 that was actually rewarded to our awesome community of builders. I really like it. Today, there's 1,000 people on this platform, and among them, massive thanks to Neveu Jeremy, Danny, Ritus, Russell McLean. Super glad that these guys have been checking the different quests and making sure that they are rewarded in the right fashion and making sure that the quality of these quests have been fulfilled in a great way. So I really thank you so much. Big green heart to you guys and looking forward to be building more awesome things together. Wealth is about building something on the long run. And one of the risks that we have in crypto is that everything is correlated to Bitcoin to some extent, right? Especially in the down markets. The bear markets, as we witness over these last years, is that if Bitcoin goes -10, -20%, most probably other cryptos are gonna suffer. And this is about having not all the eggs in the same basket, because what happens if that basket falls down? Well, you break it and then you have no more food or no more chicks to happen. And that is exactly what we need to look at. And to preserve wealth, look at what's happening right now. 75% of people that own Bitcoin have been in the positive territory. which is great. That means everyone's green, everyone's happy. However, that means that maybe people could start looking at taking profits. Like the Guggenheim that got in at 17,000. Now they have made over 100% of performance in the past month or two. Maybe they're going to start to sell. And if we see a market of people, a lot of people taking profits, that might conclude to a bear market. And we've seen that out of the last 3 years, if you invested into Bitcoin, you would have done okay performance. Not great, but not quite okay performance. But you would have had months of minus 60% and months of plus 67%. But that is a very risky type of appetite. And the question I'm asking you guys, what is your risk appetite? I know, for example, mine is usually balanced or growth. It depends, on my mood, right? And for that reason, what I always want to do is that I don't want to have those massive swings. Because when those minus 60% happen, sometimes we react, we're human, we're flawed, right? From ego to deception or illusion about life, right? And sometimes in bad moments, in bloodbath, we do stupid things, and that's for a lot of people that we do, and traders or investors have that thing. So how do you make sure to not have those massive swings? Diversify your portfolio. Like, you don't want to hold only one stock. You want to hold multiple stocks and maybe bonds. Here it's the same thing. With SwissBorg, what we created is a fantastic way for you guys to get exposure to crypto, but there's, as for example, gold. You could buy gold. Gold is a great way that doesn't have a strong correlation with crypto in general, and it's a safe haven as well. On the other side, there's the smart yield, and the smart yield, I'm a massive fan. I have half of my means right now my portfolio is in the SwissBorg Smart Yield, and the reason is that it has that much lower risk, and that you don't have a fat tail risk, and that's exactly what you want. So having 50% of crypto and 50% of Smart Yield enables you, if you look at the backtest, to have a much better performance while reducing risk. And this is what I really hope that everyone has a great investment experience, is that if you don't want to go those crazy swings, especially when the market has done, 10x to 20x, 30x, depending on different cryptos the last 10 months, maybe it's good timing to look at the smart yield and to consider this as a great way to diversify your wealth. Talking about wealth and markets, Bitcoin is consolidating and waiting for a breakout. We're ranging between that 33,000 to 38,000. That's the resistance that we are. We're flirting with it. There's two main catalysts right now. One is a very bullish one about the 1.9 trillion stimulus package that the Biden administration is probably going to bring very soon. That's a lot of dollars floating into the markets, financial markets, but as well, obviously, there'll be some captivated into probably crypto, which is a great thing. And we're seeing more and more inflows of institutional money coming in. So there's a high chance that this will actually help crypto to gain more traction. However, on the other side, there's the downside of the economic data, which has shown that we're still in the lockdown. There's some uncertainty of a lot of different industries. So that could be a negative catalyst. So that's why we're floating right now. We don't know exactly what to do. However, the SwissBorg token, we had that bearish moment after Christmas. We got out of it. Now we're in a very positive territory. Everyone is waiting for one thing. What is it? SwissBorg sustainable yield, obviously. And that is something that's going to change the game forever, how to yield on your SwissBorg tokens, your beautiful bags of those tokens, and the most smartest, sustainable way. Looking forward to this. And it looks like I heard that there's some good news is going to happen very soon. Ethereum, the big smile is back, as you guys can notice. I'm really happy that this was one of our big calls of last year of how Ethereum is going to go back to all-time high, and this is what's happening right now. Fundamentally, it's driven through two different things. DeFi, $25 billion locked into smart contracts for stable coins and derivatives and obviously loans, right? And I think so this is a massive catalyst of how Ethereum could change the game of finance forever. And this is really great. We're really proud to be part of this. And obviously Ethereum 2.0 that we're all waiting, and how this will exactly scale this beautiful baby to open more and more decentralized applications such as video games and others. So looking forward to that. Last but not least, market update about alt season. Everyone said that it's spring and it's time for the alts to happen. And the great thing we've seen is that within the Wealth app, all the tokens that we're listing are mooning, from Ether, Compound, KNC, Red, Engine, and Aave. Most of them DeFi tokens, but Engine is doing a great ride. Super proud, and they're having more and more momentum. A lot of different games are being developing with that. They have this cool Japanese community that they're growing, and looking forward to the next things. And it really shows that, yeah, Bitcoin will lose its momentum, because, you know, 3/4 of market dominance is way too high. Hopefully we'll get to that 50 probably soon. Last week we talked about one of the big episode of the governance of SwissBorg Nation, and just wanted to make something clear with some people, is that we have now already the federal council elected, which is great. It's going to be Alex, Christoph, Cyrus, Simona, Gavrilo, Jeremy, and Mario. So this is going to be a great way for us to really make sure that the process with the National Council goes extremely well. What we're going to have as well is making sure is that what is the National Council? It's really the Federal Assembly that has to represent the token holders. And what are their mission is to propose initiatives, to vote, and make sure that the features of the Wealth app, of the Community app, and all the different products and service are aligned with what the expectation is of our community. And just to rephrase this, right now there's few people that are a little bit concerned by the fact they're maybe not in top 50 token holders. Top 50 token holders probably have a little bit more than 300,000 SwissBorg tokens. So if you want to get to there, you should, people need to opt in first, all right? And it doesn't necessarily mean if you are the big token holder that you want to be in the National Council. I presume that everyone wants to, because it's a great way to have incentives to earn more, but especially to control the future of the network. But right now, it's true that you would need a certain amount of tokens to be elected. But it's okay. For those who don't have enough tokens, we will have different roads for people to come in as well as the National Council. However, if you really want to certify and get your early bird ticket for the National Council, those 50 seats goes to the 50 biggest token holders, and the auction has started, and we will communicate exactly when we will freeze and look at the Wealth app to make sure who are the top 50 token holders and the great National Councils that will earn a lot of cool stuff going forward. Wealth app stats, 125,000 users, amazing, over $300 million asset under management, 7,000 people that have been using the yield. That is not enough. We should get to 70,000. Add a zero to there. We have a little bit more than 17 million in the smart yield, which is great. So far, it's been $160,000 that have been distributed in a very fair way to all these people that have been yielding. And we had 550,000 exchanges. So that means times 4 that in terms of trades. Over 2 million trades that happened in the last 10 months, thanks to our beautiful smart engine that's able to bring you the best prices, buying as low as possible and selling as high as possible all the time, and to ensure that you are providing the best investment experience. SwissBorg token, 175% to the top 50. We have $200,000 in the pool for the protect and burn, which is awesome. We are ranked number 80. We had 133 people that have committed to premium, which is awesome, which brings us to 3,266. Hopefully we'll get to 5,000 soon. And we are close to 100 million CHSB staked, over 13% of the total circulating supply. This is amazing how much trust and love we have. Thank you so much for that. And why do you want to be premium, by the way? To get 2x on the smart yield account, but as well get 2x as well on the CHSB sustainable yield. As you guys know, the community index is 8.6, which is a fantastic score. We have lost a little bit some momentum on social due to Twitter that has had a little problem with our account that'll be restored very soon. So please like, comment, share on this video. That means a lot to me, and I read every comment and look into it all the time. The DO is doing extremely well, it's growing, and the other activities such as the community app, the wealth app, the volume, and SwissBorg token is pretty much on par of what was last week, which is fantastic and really proud. 8.6 is one of the highest score we could ever get, and this is a great target. No Kryptonite tomorrow night with the wonderful Walter Ko and Micha Hun. Micha is an awesome friend and an advisor of SwissBorg. They hear from Energy Web. Energy Web token is a great way to really trace low carbon footprint. Sustainability is something growing on the chain, and I'm really looking forward to this tomorrow. Please check it out with us. And you asked it, and it's gonna happen next week at 7 p.m. CET. We're gonna have an AMA, full transparency as always. Myself, Anthony, and most probably Alex will be answering all the questions, and more importantly, we'll have a 2020 year in review. And the 2020 year in review will actually, the token holder report is about to be released. We're going to show you exactly what has been achieved in 2020 and what is about to happen in 2021. Looking really forward to this moment. Love these lives and love all the love that is brought through it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed as much as we guys know. This is always the best time of the week when I enjoy so much doing these powwows. Always trying to make these more entertaining. If there's any recommendation that you guys have, please share it in the YouTube. If it's really a good one, I will give you the best cap that we have at SwissBorg or any other goodies that will happen. And I heard, by the way, we're building a SwissBorg store that's gonna happen hopefully very soon. So that would be really cool. As you guys understand, there's so much to happen in 2021. I'm so excited about the SwissBorg sustainable yield. That's going to be a game changer forever. We have so many other things, a listing of new tokens in a pipeline. There's so much great things that we will reveal next week, Tuesday, on the 2020 year in review. Looking forward to it. Much love, guys, from the bottom of my heart. Guys, love you, and talk soon. Take care. Have a great life. Be healthy and wealthy. Bye.